All right, ladies, buckle up. It's showtime.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Copperhead Road. Sorry about the little glitch that we had in the morning. In the beginning, we're just trying out some new things, but not a big deal. Because me and Old Footsie Bear are here, and I actually have a bone to pick with him about Brian Wilson, so I hope you're ready to fight, Butter. How are you?
All right. I didn't hear any glitch. I checked.
Okay.
I listened. Yeah, and unless you're supposed to be here, if it happened 20 minutes ago when nothing was happening.
Yeah, nothing happened, so don't even worry about it. It's not like it even happened at all.
All right, good enough for me. Yeah, my allergies are kicking the shit out of me right now. But otherwise, I guess I'm doing better than apparently Brian Wilson. What's the problem?
Okay, here's my little problem with your Brian Wilson savant thing.
Okay.
You know Jan and Dean, right?
The sausage company?
That's Jimmy Dean.
Okay.
Jan and
Yeah,
Dean wrote and performed "Little Old Lady from Pasadena."
Oh well, I'm sorry. I didn't know that.
Okay. Well, I thought maybe you'd have a little bit of insight on that.
Yeah, Jan, she was a real bitch.
Yeah, I'm not even sure
not
Jan
bad.
was. I think Jan was actually a guy. Believe it or not.
I know. I was testing you.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
but he was talking. The little old lady from Pasadena was a real bitch.
yeah, and apparently it had to do with a car that they were looking at to buy, and the line from the guy selling it was it was a little old lady from Pasadena's car who'd only drove it to church on Sundays. It was one of those kind of things.
Really? Hey, do you know a recently found out fact? Um, we will bring it up at maybe the next show. I'll prep you on it. Is "Take Me Out to the Ball Game"? You know, everybody loves that song.
Yep.
You know, baseball, apple pie in
Sure.
America.
Absolutely.
Um,
Got a kid just wanting his dad to bring him to the game.
yeah, you would think so. A lot of verses not said in that song. It's about like a psycho woman that's obsessed with baseball, and the the plight between her and her beau.
Is this
Yeah,
right?
true story. Yeah, true story. I have the story.
Oh,
I'll send it to you.
I would love to hear it at some point.
Yep. Yep.
So here's my thing. Jan and Dean, you can say, little old lady from Pasadena is certainly in the realm of the Beach Boys sound, right? I mean, we can kind of agree on that, right?
Okay. Again, depends. I mean, the Beach Boys had so many different um, sounds. You know what I mean? Because you had to remember that. For argument's sake, yes.
Well, actually, maybe Jen can pull up little old lady from Pasadena. Um, anyway, my point is that they actually recorded a song called "Baby Talk" in the late
adorable.
'50s,
Okay.
which obviously predates the Beach Boys. You see where I'm going with this?
No, because sonically, an entire record.
How many times are we going to say sonically on the show? Talk about
well,
the
what do you
hedgehog.
want? That's the thing. That's my thing with it. I'm not saying they're this brilliant. You heard me last show. I don't have to reiterate.
Yeah.
It was a sound thing, an engineering thing, a producing thing, an audiophile thing.
Right.
I made that very clear. Again, I want your point anyway because I'm sure it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
But there's just no way my candle's being blown out to have yours burn brighter. I'll allow you to dim it, but most certainly will not snuff it.
Can you just, you don't have to click to the video, but can you just play Little Old Lady from Pasadena? If you, huh? No, Jan and Dean, Little Old Lady from Pasadena.
Bum, 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 bum,
No, that's
bum. I know.
Little old lady from Pasadena. The little old lady from Pasadena.
How old are you?
Has a pretty little
What's that?
flower bed of white gardenias.
beautiful song,
But parked in a rickety old
right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
Now,
yeah. I mean, it's okay. But there's not. But okay. So you're saying, okay, listen to that and then listen to Beach Boys. This that. Again, I don't like to humiliate you on the air, but it's not. It's apples and oranges. Just
how
because
is
the
that?
song-
Oh my God!
It
Everybody,
sound.
if you were to
because
ask
it-
99 people who sang that song, 97 of them would say the Beach
Okay,
Boys.
And this is the great thing about being able to go to the show. We discussed this last time and hear me clearly say over and over and over again that even me, someone that I was in the music industry for a very long time, I've recorded hundreds of songs, and I said I probably don't appreciate the you know the genius of the production and the engineering in it. I said that to you, and so most certainly, the layman wouldn't either. So as far as does that sound like the Beach Boy style and sound? Sure, but you never heard me say Brian Wilson or the Beach Boys created a style of music.
No, but again, it was the pioneer, the savant, the genius of those things.
Of a production sound of again, but here's something we can do
Okay,
at
let's
some
do it.
point. Just chat GPS or whatever you use, Grok, whatever you fucking you do. What makes Pet Sounds such a genius audio piece of work or something of that nature?
You use
Kind of
country
yeah,
grok, don't you?
Bait it. Pardon?
You use country grok, don't you?
I just put mine in sports mode.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I think that's smart.
Yeah, when I do the show, I gotta make sure my Grok is in sports mode.
I have no idea what that means, but I'll
Crocs, you know Crocs?
the shoes?
Yeah, and there's like a like the flap on the back of it. Like you either wear them with it down, and like I know this because from fucking the kid, my entire years of coaching.
Yeah.
That's all the kids did was they show up to the field in Crocs. And I used to be like, if there's, God, nobody gives a fuck.
I
Anyway,
do.
Okay, well I used to be like, yo, everybody, you better have your fucking cleats on before you step on this field. Don't come fucking crocking on into the fucking. Yo, but coach, we have in sports mode. We can like run and shut up.
No, that's if you have the strap on the back in sports mode.
Yeah. So like they would want to like have warm ups, like throw the ball around a little bit and stuff, and not be in there, and unacceptable.
Yeah, that's infuriating.
You come to again. These kids were rolling in, with this insane drip. They come in Crocs, right? Pulling, this 13,000-pound bag with about $4,500 worth of equipment in it.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Dragging it behind them. They look like they just stepped off an MLB minor league bus. You know what I mean? And only I had to put it that way only because they're not wearing like, pimp suits and like these MLB players.
Yeah, I don't
It's
think that
amazing.
there's probably not too many like MLB major league buses anymore.
I think there's still maybe are for like the local, like you know what I mean. If you, yeah, I think there are for sure actually.
All I can think about is the bus that the Cleveland Indians rode on in Major League.
I don't think it's that bad, but it's like that. It's true story.
This guy here is dead. Cross him off then.
Who?
On Major League. I'm sorry.
Oh. Okay,
Um,
sorry. So you look up from your phone and said it. I'm like, oh my god, breaking news.
Oh no. Anyway, my only point was is for some reason today that song got stuck in my head and I'm like, and again, to be fair, that song came out the same year that Surf and Safari came out. But again, Baby Talk.
Bro, how the fuck old are you? I mean, what are you talking about? How do you know this shit?
Because I
Why
looked
do
it
you
up.
know this shit? Okay.
Again, my only point was is when little old lady from Pasadena came in my head, I'm like, how does that parallel? Because again, just like everybody else, I'm like, that's a Beach Boys song, isn't it? When did it come up? And I looked it up, and it came up by somebody else, and then I kind of went into a who came first, the chicken or the egg, the chicken or the Brian Wilson, and it went from there. And I'm like, I had no idea that they predated the Beach Boys with that sound.
Yeah.
I know, but sonically, it's different.
I gotta be honest with you. I might not be cut out for a show today.
Why? What happened?
I'm just cranky. I'm genuinely like.
No shit, you've been cranky all day.
I'm like the whole time you're telling me the story, I'm going. I'm still annoyed that you know so much about this music, and then you're spitting out facts about little old lady of Pasadena, and next thing you're telling me that it would. This guy released this song on this date. Everything's dating back to 1957. Right now, I'm my mind is
You're living
I'm
in the
lost.
now, is what you're saying.
I don't know. I'm lost right now.
Did you take your cold shower like I told you
I'm
to?
blown. I on the face.
Oh,
I
come on.
I'm blown away. You can't that you had all this knowledge and you just pop it up out of nowhere. I'm not prepared in any way for 1950s.
But okay, let's put that aside. Let's put that to bed. All right, we can discuss that another time. My
Good
argument
night.
now is, why
Whoa.
didn't you take a cold shower?
I don't know.
I
know.
explicitly pleaded with you. Take a cold shower, 3 minutes, go outside, do some grounding, some breathing work, and you'd
Yeah, I
feel
don't
like
know
$1
about-
million.
Yeah, I don't know about plead. I don't know if you pleaded with me, but
I kinda
point
did.
taken. Yeah, that's fine. I was probably half listening because again, I'm
Dismissive, I got it.
no. If anything, I'm like a sponge.
You're missive,
Very
is what you're saying.
Yeah, extremely missive.
Just saying, could have helped you out, but you had to be stubborn foots.
Well, again, I
You
think I'm
stub your
fine.
toe.
I think I'm fine. I think I'm taking more of a an caustic approach, possibly.
I don't know what that means.
I made it up.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, and again, why can't I? Like, why can't? Let's just spread it around. You know what I mean? Like, who's the arbiter of word inventing?
I don't know. Again,
Someone said drip, and all of a sudden it became okay.
well, see, that. It was funny. I was going to say that. At least I will give the credit to some of the new
blacks.
slang.
Right,
That's not a Shins reference either, but at least they're coming up with new words and phrases and not really repurposing old ones. Now, again, drip is not a good example, but Riz, Yaskivity.
Thanks for humiliating me on my example.
No, I'm just saying that's not a good example for the Gen Alpha or whatever it is now. What are you guys now?
No fucking clue what they are.
Alpha?
And
Yeah.
I gotta be honest with you.
Yeah, they're Gen Alpha.
Well, I mean, I like because Ramona's there. I guess my kids are, but otherwise, I don't even care.
Yeah, maybe your older kids might be Gen Z.
They're dealing with 18 minutes, 18 months apart, so it doesn't really. I think they, unless it changed in that. 18 months, which I don't
Almost,
think
almost Irish twins, almost.
yes, and it's crazy. I'm not even Irish.
Not even a
That,
little.
what's that line from? White man can't trump. Look at this. I got the luck of the Irish. That's great. I'm not even Irish.
Hmm.
Woody Harrelson. Oh. Yeah, but I think today I'm glad it's today that I have this attitude. You know what I mean? Rather than yesterday or possibly, actually, definitely glad it was 2 days ago.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
when
'cause
we were
those were
when we
big
talked
days.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Better to have a cool head the past couple of days than today. Where you can
yeah.
be a little high-headed.
What a fucking joke. That's funny. That's hysterical. Again, I am. I said to you all night. Listen, I'm amazed how well behaved and mature I've become. But I got to be honest. It's so in me to not be, and it doesn't behoove anybody, and I get that. You know. So, but I'm so impressed by myself when I shouldn't be, because all I'm doing is acting like a rational adult, and I'm so proud that I'm doing it.
Yeah.
That's, how shitty am I?
I find that I have to have a pen in my hand, otherwise I dig at my cuticles, and I don't really care for that.
Well, I mean, I like this self-preservation.
Yeah, well, I like how you're grabbing onto your microphone stand like it's cliffhanger. So I guess we both have our little cues.
I do this sometimes. Sometimes I like to do this.
Yeah, but see, then the shoulder comes up. There you go, perfect. Whoa, whoa.
Yeah, but now this right here is symmetrical. Right.
Yeah, you look great.
Yeah, but normally I'm this.
Hmm.
It goes up.
It's almost like a little precocious, a little impish, I would say. You look a little dangerous.
I don't know. You took that from me being like a midget king dwarf to being dangerous. The truth, you're lucky you spun it the way you did, because I was about to come at you like a fucking alley cat.
Rare.
Right. I almost avoided alley cat to have you not do that.
I didn't go. Rah.
And,
Is that better?
all right, we'll be right back. Matter of fact, what's that coffee guy's thing? Let me see if he wants a partner.
Juan Valdez.
Oh.
All right, so let's get into some meat and potatoes. I hope you're not hungry because I don't really.
I truly am. I am.
Why didn't you nosh?
I did. Again, of course, what did I have the child that I am earlier? A bowl of cereal.
What kind of
just a
cereal? Fruity Pebbles?
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on.
I believe me, I deserve the beating. But with that being said, yesterday I forgot to fucking eat.
Really?
So maybe that's why I don't feel very good. Yeah.
Can't help.
Yeah. Maybe that's why I'm not feeling very good today.
All right. You ready for meat and potatoes time?
Again, you keep bringing it up, and that's how this got. You're the one segging into food.
Right, let's sink our teeth into this, okay? Let's really reap the benefits and squeeze every bit of the juice out of this life, okay?
Well, this topic seems like it's going to be gravy, so go ahead.
Oh, I see what you did there. A little gravy on top. I don't care for the gravy boat. It seems
Non-boatish.
yeah, well, you're right, because the liquid's inside. What the heck? What kind of a boat has the liquid on the inside?
I'm surprised they're not sinking through dinner tables all through America.
It's true. It's true.
What and this is the silliness that people talk about. That's just unacceptable. What are you even saying? Yet, I do know what you're saying. I'm even thinking to go on further and really show you how we do it. Maybe the table was invented like like hard and like wood, so the gravy boat wouldn't sink.
That's smart. That's smart. That's what we call forethought.
Bro, I assume because of your religion, but it's here nor there.
Hey, I got an origin thing for you.
I don't like it becoming your thing.
No,
you Margaret.
it's a question,
It's
not
fine.
an answer. It's a question, not an
share it.
answer. Where did breaking bread come from? I mean, is it just literal, or is there an origin to it? So can you just make a note for that and find out for me? I appreciate it.
If you need an exact origin, I would have to find out, but I would assume it's, you and I, we we meet in the middle of the desert. We're a bunch of fucking nomads. You know what I'm saying? I pull out my sword, you pull out yours. Next thing you know, we're making love.
Sure.
It's the tale of two cities, is what it is. But anyway, we'll pull out our swords. You're like, no, we're good. I'm like, no, I'm good. We sheath our swords.
Mm.
And yeah, you're like, yeah, you hungry? I said a little bit. You're like, you got anything? I'm like, I truly, I don't. But I'm gonna be out in the hunt a little bit. You go, you know what? Sit down. Come here. So I walk over. I slip my sandals off.
Sand's
I
gonna
said,
be hot, man.
I'm so used to it. That's what I do. I'm a nomad.
Now, are your sandals in sports mode?
The truth, probably not. I'm at this point. I'm kind of in more of a. I'm tired now. Now, when I'm about to go hunting, as I mentioned earlier, I would flip them to sport mode. Yeah.
In the
But for
desert.
now, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Muskrat, things of that nature. They're quick. They're quick rodent. Anyway, so we sit and I forgot where I was going already.
We're talking about breaking bread.
Oh yeah, and then I have nothing. You reach into your
Satchel.
your rawhide satchel.
Margaret.
And, oh, great, wonderful leader, amazing woman, unbelievable. So you pull out your
Overrated.
bread. You pull out your bread. You put the one end in your mouth, right?
Yeah.
And then you motion for me to put mine on the other side. I look at you.
Hey, fuck, can you call here and have
Right, right. And I look at you like, what am I, a nomad queer? I'm not gonna do that. And you look at me and go, what? Fair enough. And you break the bread.
Mm.
You hand it to me, and next thing you know, here we are.
Now let me ask you: Do you ask if I washed before I broke your bread?
Nah, I'm a nomad. I'm fairly a dirty boy, but I'm not. But I'm not gay. I'm not against it, but I'm not gay.
You know, it's a problem I have with eating bread in the desert. It's a very dry food. Like it seems counterproductive.
I'll tell you, it's very big in the Middle East.
I know,
Sand, bread, camels.
but I think that's why they're third rate or third world because they can't even make sense of the fact that you're in an arid climate and you're eating dry bread.
You're stating some objectives that are a bit subjective, but go on.
Well, there's again, you say go on, but there's not really much to go after that.
Then don't.
How about you just? I mean, again, you're out in the middle of the desert. How about you make your way to the ocean side? Why do you got to be in the desert? Move to where there's water. Again, I know it's salt. You got limited, but stop being in the desert, you freaking Bedouins.
You know what? Now you're taking shots at the Jews.
Well, they moved out of the desert. At least, I mean, it took them 30 years, but at least they were on the right track.
How many years did it take?
Was it 50 years? I don't know.
No, man, I was curious.
Yeah, I thought it was like 30 years, 30
Okay,
some odd years in the wilderness.
fine.
Actually, that was in the wilderness. That was beyond the desert. They weren't in the desert for very long. Then Moses split the freaking the Red Sea. Hey, you go here, you go there.
Listen, I'm not trying to poke holes in your
We're
story.
gonna head on over. Go close the ocean on the Egyptians.
And boom,
Sorry, sons of bitches.
and here we are. And that, my friends, is how you got Copperhead Road podcast.
Speaking of
But,
Jews,
What?
speaking of Jews,
I mean, they're good people for the most part.
they're not bad.
You know, a lot of good.
Yeah, good doctors. Good
No, I
lawyers.
mean, I think I think again, we've especially in our generation, we have grown, knowing history and the absolute atrocities that are undeniable. You know, the 6 million plus Jews that were killed and gassed at you know, these horrible extermination camps.
Why are you holding up a
And
sign that says allegedly?
you're right. Your ass. Um, um, what do you fucking Dave, what's his name? Dave Bazil. What's his name? Bazilran. What's that guy's name?
I don't
That
know.
it's like that Instagram guy. He's like famous. God, I again, my lips are retarded again tonight. But Dan Bazilran, or whatever the fuck his name
Yeah,
is.
because it was the first name you were having a problem with. Yeah,
Yeah.
was it Dan or Dave?
Yeah, but he went on Piers Morgan. It was just like legitimately like bashing Jews, and it's like it went from being like, you know what, yeah, they made some mistakes, to you know well, did it even happen? And you know, Piers was like, all right, look, you gotta go,
Yeah.
you know. Anyway, but we grew up our generation, and I think if you is everything good? Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Just
right,
check.
I'm sorry, I'm distracted. But
Sorry.
so anyway, with that lingering feeling of the atrocities, you know, it's has always been in the forefront of even American culture. And stop me if for some reason you think I'm painting it as the wrong picture. It's always
Right now you're Monet. You're fine.
beautiful.
Not
It's
Manet.
steering it back to what? Mayonnaise? Oh, don't make it an easy target, please. Please. We're trying to do a show. Don't feed the fuel or fuel the fire. Well, you
We
know
didn't
what I
start
mean.
the fire.
Oh, that's too new for you. You can't talk about that song.
Okay.
You got to go 50s.
Okay. Great Balls of Fire. How's that?
That's more your speed.
Yeah, it's
And
more
what I
your
mean-
speed is social thing. Ah, I got it before you.
It's exactly where I was going.
I know.
God, you're good. God, we bumped our heads on the fucking gay black guy.
Ow.
Unbelievable. Yep.
I'd like to say it's the first time, but
God, if people get what the fuck we do, fuck, we're fucking brilliant.
Not
Oh
bad.
my God,
Not bad.
it's so funny. God, at least I know like fucking P-Rock is laughing if he's listening. But anyway, so, you know, it has always set that tone of understanding them being the persecuted ones and who have, God, I know I should be slapped for saying it, but the people that would rise from the ashes and be able to, and I didn't even mean that when I thought it, but now that I think about it, maybe I should have steered away from it. But that's here nor there now. But you know, to become a really, really productive society in America here, and obviously in Israel, and I think that it went more of America embracing a Zionist movement. It was really just America embracing, you know, Jews and Israel and kind of respecting their plight and kind of, even in some way, and maybe even rightly so, kind of walking on eggshells a little bit. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
my
By
thing,
criticizing them.
you can boil Jesus. You can boil down the reason that people dislike the Jews into a very simple thing. The Jewish people have found the most virtuous and efficient way to live and thrive, and everybody hates them for it.
All right, unpack it a little bit, but don't go too broad.
Again, the basics. Get a good education, get married, have kids, stick to the religion, stay a close-knit community, save your money, earn money. Again, all of the basics that make life very easy.
Okay.
You know, again, we've talked about, you know, religion in general makes your life easier if you subscribe to it. Well, again, they've if you stick to the Hebrew principles your life can be very simple. A lot of the hard thinking is taken care of because of generations before you have done the trial and error. So again,
That's very, very fair. Very fair, very well articulated. I agree.
you know,
I agree with.
you know, historically,
Again, that's not that's there are obviously, outliers and things. Not all Jews, of course, but
you know,
generally speaking, yeah.
I've always said that if if life was checkers, the Jews are the ones that don't move their back row, and that's why it pisses people off. You know what I mean?
You've always said that. Jesus Christ, you might be fucking boring at parties.
Yeah, well, I'm also pretty good at chess and checkers. Is what we're talking about. We'll be right back.
Again, no wonder why you must be really boring at parties.
Mm.
Because you always say that one phrase and then yell,